Hi, in this lecture I'm gonna teach you about Metasploit. So let's fastly go through our presentation. So Metasploit, it's a framework, it's an exploit framework designed for you to make your hacking easy. It contains lot of exploits and payloads. So what does this basically mean, payloads? You'll come across this many times. So payload means, let's take an example. Like for example, a thief wants to exploit your house. So first he finds a vulnerability inside your house. Then he designs an exploit to exploit that vulnerability. Next, after exploiting your house, he will have some intention to do something after exploiting your house, like for example stealing the money, or stealing credit cards, or stealing very important files, documents, etc. So that's an real world example. Now if you come to digital world, payload means after you exploit your target machine, you have you have to do something, like you have to hack his Gmail, or hack his Facebook password. So then you'll create a payload like scan all the keystrokes entered by your target, so then you'll get his passwords. So like that, payload means it's executed after you exploit your target machine. You'll understand it better when we do a short demonstration on it. In this lecture I'm gonna teach you some basic commands in Metasploit framework. Then I will show you how to set up exploits and payloads for it based on your target machine's vulnerability. So let's get started with our demonstration. So fire up your Kali Linux and then open up a terminal. Then type msf console. It will take some time to load because it contains about thousands of exploits and payloads. So let's just wait. Fine. Now here you see the framework of Metasploit. Fine. Now type help for the basic commands in Metasploit framework. So here you have db connect to connect to an existing database, then db disconnect, import nmap. This is for I already showed you how to scan your target machine. You can do it in here also, and you have hosts, you have vulnerabilities available in this framework. So fine, now let's search for a vulnerability. Here we will take Windows XP as our target machine. To be specific, this is Windows XP version, yeah, it's Service Pack 2. Service Pack 2 has a critical vulnerability, that is Net API. Search Net API. This is the command to search for the exploits based on this keyword. It's searching. Fine. Here we have exploit. Just copy this exploit, copy, then use that exploit. So use is the command here and press enter. Fine. Now you have to see the options which have to be stored. So type show options, and there you'll see the options you have to type. So here it says R host, that means the remote host you want to attack. So here we have the remote host, and let's firstly check its IP. Type IP config. I hope you are familiar with batch commands. Fine. Now type set R host and paste. Oops, what was its IP? I forgot. It's 1.17. Okay, fine. Now we have got the R host. Now we have to set up a payload. So here we have got a payload called Metasploit. It's a very good payload used by most of them because it gives a Metasploit session, that is, you'll have complete access to that system. So now we have to set up a payload for this exploit. I like Metasploit because it gives you complete access to this system. So let's firstly set up a payload. Oops, we have a error here, so let's correct it. Set host 92.168.1.17. Fine. Fine. Now we have to set up a payload. So type set payload and type Windows Metasploit reverse TCP. Then type show options. So now we have set up a Metasploit payload. Now we have to set up lhost, that is local host. That means the IP of the attacking machine. So how to know the IP? Just type ifconfig. In Linux and all, it's ifconfig. Hope you're familiar with this. It's 192. Let's copy that and type set lhost. Fine. Now we are all set for attacking. Just type exploit. That's all. Wow, great. We have got a Metasploit session. So let's firstly drop a shell there. We have got command prompt also. Now let's send him a message. See, we got a message here. Um, you want to do some more funny things? Let's go to desktop. Fine, now let's create a directory called hacked, and let's create. See, we have created a text file and a directory. Wow, this is great. We are actually controlling the system. And you want to see what you are, then type just go to back or exit this thing. See, now you have a lot of options here. If you are not admin, you can use this command to become administrator. I think you are already an administrator here, or let's see, UID. See, we are already NT authority. That's the highest privileged user in a system. If you are not, then you can do this command. Just type get system. Oops, get SIST. Yeah, okay. See, that's very easy. And we have hash dump for retrieving the password. This is for future use. If the vulnerability is patched, then you can still access it through telnet or something. using the password. See here you have the encrypted password, you can decrypt it. Then we can see what is talking in mic, and we have webcam snap. You want screenshot, that's also available here. Then you have lot of options there. Then can use some of these, can use SPR to load up. Then you can use help command to see what are all the commands. Wow. Mm. These are all privileged. Yeah, SPR commands. Only one, that is screen grab. If you want much more, there are much more payloads here. Just type run and 2 times tab. You want to see all 207 possibilities? Yeah. See, you can run check VM, so that if you want to check if he's running the system in VMware like us. See, let's check if it works. Check VM. Wow. See, it says VMware virtual machine. Wow, great. So that's all for this lecture. If you want, you can play some more with Metapreter. In next lecture also I am gonna teach you how to play with Metasploit much more, and how to target the system even if it's patched vulnerability like that. How to exploit third-party vulnerabilities like Adobe Flash Player and Adobe Reader, and we have Silverlight and much more famous softwares. There are a lot of bugs in it, you can exploit those. So see you guys in the next tutorial. Bye bye.